R. Kelly, the two women say that they're happy and that their parents are liars and trying to extort money out of them.
Okay, now here's the crazy thing about this interview that Gayle King revealed after it aired. We're going to tell you now before you see any of it. While Gayle was told R. Kelly would not be in the room during this interview, he snuck in behind the girls, and Gayle says he would make loud coughs when certain subjects came up to make them aware he was in the room, and he almost stopped the interview several times.
You know, how do we say this without being inappropriate? Is this a three-way relationship, or do you each have a separate relationship with him? How does this work?
Well, both
I'm curious.
of those. Yeah, we both have our individual relationships with him, and we all are family all together. We have our moments where we sit and watch movies all together. We go to amusement parks all together.
I'm not talking about Azriel going to movies and sitting watching, going to parks. I'm talking about is it a three-way sexual relationship?
Sexually? Well, first of all, I'm not here to talk about my personal life, and I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either.
Yes. No, I wouldn't, but
okay then. Next question.
No, you're right. I would not, but this is a very different circumstance.
It's not a different circumstance. There are people all over the world who have multiple girlfriends.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained. Tell me, Azriel, why you're crying. Tell me.
I'm crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys believe in some facade that our parents are saying. This is all lies for money. And if you can't see that, you're ignorant and you're stupid as because you want to be. All because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells. Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells.
But Jocelyn and Azriel, this is more than gossip. This is more than just rumors. These are decades of allegations against Robert Kelly.
We're not here to talk about decades. We're here to talk about what our parents are doing right now. Right. And what they're doing right now is all for money.
Yeah, there's a crazy shot. I think you can see the shadow of someone standing behind them. So that's a whole element to this. If you want to believe those girls, why does R. Kelly feel like he needs to be in the room, making his presence known about certain subjects that are coming out? And what Gayle says too is like very much their answers were very much parroting what he was saying, like almost like just like they had these set lines that they were going to say, everything's a lie, this kind of thing. So I just wonder, watching this interview, how this turns out. I wonder what those girls are going to think watching this interview, whatever, 5-10 years from now, like what they're going to be thinking, because there's an odd element to how they're acting in that interview.
No, there's an odd element. Anytime you see something like this, there was an odd element when a woman was one of the people that bailed him out of jail the last time.
Right,
there's an odd element when you see documentaries on people who write love letters to convicted murderers. There's an odd element to why two women would decide to live with somebody who, yes, does have decades of allegations against him. Why would you even take that chance, whether they're true or not? There's odd elements to all of this.
Yeah, Simone says it looks like these women have been extremely brainwashed by R. Kelly. Michael says, yeah, some of it may be grooming. The cadence of Azriel was very similar to R. Kelly's, and the tears seem equally as put on. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can almost put those two clips beside each other of R. Kelly yelling and crying that's a lie, and what she was saying. So like, it's very similar. It's
for sure. But I also think that there's either, you can look at this either one of two ways, many ways, but the two ways that I'll bring up is that those women, were maybe brought into this situation under false pretenses, and he's a big famous guy and he's very charismatic, and he did sort of manipulate them into believing this, or we're watching grown people make grown decisions.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that are just
There's still an
dumb.
element to that. Yeah, like we don't know exactly.
Because you see people make dumb decisions all the time.
Right. But if there's a whole element to, he brainwashed, he's controlling these girls, he just proved it by, I'm going to stand in the back of the room and cough when certain subjects come out. Like, if you're trying to play down that element that I am manipulating these girls, then you should be they should be allowed to be in the room by themselves. Sure.